On behalf of the Executive Committee of the Institute, and on my own behalf and on behalf of the PI members, I welcome you all in this university life because I went. I take this opportunity to introduce my colleagues here, sitting on the road, Mr. Vijay Bhalla, who has been the past president of the institute and has been a very active member as well as a business consultant. Then on the right side, Madam Nian, she is Director with Fund Academy Noida. She is already Secretary with North India section of Texas. Then we have Professor Sanbag on the left side of the room. He has been active office bearer of ministry and organizing tours, seminars, lectures, workshops in various sections of the Textile Institute in 81 countries. We have taken this initiative to come to you because all these three countries are our new corporate members. So we wanted to come to their premises to organize activity for the benefit of this IAM and ATDC countries over here. And this investor forum has been involved in the past in bringing the entrepreneurs, academia and professionals together on one platform to see that the projects developed by the scientists across the world through the membership network of Textile Institute are brought before the entrepreneurship and professionals for further fructification in the local sector. We had 2-3 meetings before that in which we have seen a good interaction. And in this meeting also, we shall be inviting professionals to take this proper subject, particular subject which is being presented today, to further for fructification and in the area of development, as it is already a patented product and the UK company is involved in manufacturing of this. With this, I propose and would like to work with the assistance of our ministry members with us. We propose another event in the coming year with your organization, for which I request you to deliberate the theme with the help of the faculty members and with our support, so that this assignment, which requires a gestation period of at least 8 to 10 months, can be taken up by us for the benefit of all three families of ATDC, IAM and ATC over here. The relevance of the topic is very well known here, as it is an innovation in the area of medical textiles. And the patent received for the development done by Professor, who will be speaking to you in a little while. The story goes like this, that this was developed for a patient, or rather husband of a lady known as Brian McDonald. The wife was Sheila. She was, because of brain hemorrhage, she was put on the wheelchair. Husband was an engineer. So he was thinking on those lines, and then he came in touch with Professor Anand, who had 30 years of exposure in medical textiles and technical textiles. And with this help, this product was developed. It was patented. Now it is being manufactured by a British company in UK.
A very good evening. I want to welcome you to the campus of, I can't call it a campus, it's more like a business center. So it's an institute with the DNA of, fashion business. But it's very, in fact, serendipitous that Professor Subhash from University of Boston has been brought by the chairman of NISTI, Sri Kuldeep Sharmaji, and Honorary Director Nian, because we seem to have the largest number of hospitals. Gurgaon has, to my best reckoning, 103 hospitals. And around IAM itself, it is now 12 or 13 major hospitals. If you look at it in the whole country, per square foot rate, if you look at the hospital availability, probably it must be Gurgaon will now top the country. And with the kind of specialists available in Medanta to Parch to Fortis to Max to all these hospitals around, Artemis and many more, I think it will be very important for the institute to look at this opportunity emerging in the medical textiles area. So it's very beautifully said that when you combine technical textiles with medical sciences, it becomes medical textiles. And Subhash Sanji has done it more than I really imagined, because when he started talking and took out it's called stent, artery, from his magic bag, 2 millimeter artery, and showed me, one has heard about these things. Here is an Indian we should be proud of, who went to UK and worked with the industry and the academic institutes and took 7 or 8 patents, and is being now producing these for the world population. And incredible that the whole title should have been written something else, I feel. It should have been probably, we should have also distributed all the hospitals in and around Gurgaon. So then only they would have realized what this professor has done for this particular very specialized science. So I am very happy that after becoming corporate member of NISTI very recently, Kuldeep has found it fit to bring a very, very potent ammunition to us, with which we can serve this community around. And we seem to have in quick succession important visitors. On Saturday, the Secretary Textiles came and spent nearly an hour with the institute. And he wants the Fashion Innovation Lab, which we had, to be replicated as a national resource center in many parts of, probably Northeast to begin with, which is where his heart is. So we are looking at developing a concept which will go with the manufacturing facilities which are now being contemplated in Northeast. Similarly, what Kuldeep has suggested today, I don't want to be immodest, but I had worked with the Ministry of Science and Technology when I was director of NIT to set up the incubator. And it has been a very successful experiment. From Mahesh, who heads the incubator, who tells me that more than 400 designers have benefited since the time it was set up, and current Prime Minister was then the Chief Minister of Gujarat and inaugurated on February 15, 2005. 9 years later, when he says that 400 designers have benefited, and some of them have become multinational companies, especially the climate controlled patented garments which is being produced is now a 300 crore company. So incubation is going to be very important. And if we can really set up this, probably we'll have to talk to HK Mittal and a few people in the science and technology and see whether we can get some assistance. It will be a very good idea to set up a consortium of institutes which can work on this area and encourage our students to come out with garments of the kind or apparel of the kind which can help children in various hospitals. From what I understand, what we will hear is a lot about it, about that area. So this is something certainly we will start now talking and take it forward as a project to begin with. Whether it will become a center and whether it will become an incubation is something which only time can say. But we will now escalate this idea and try to bring some momentum to this whole concept. And about holding a conference, which
Sandeep so very kindly suggested. After hearing recent reports on the polyester revolution, which was presented by Vadir and CCI, I do think there is a need for reassessing the kind of fiber neutrality which we have been speaking about, the kind of export targets which we need to envision, the kind of manufacturing facilities which will come up, the kind of machines which will be required in the manufacturing setup. This will be something which we need to really flag in a conference in a bigger way. And there is this report already available, and roadshows have been conducted in Coimbatore and Surat. But I think it requires a larger audience to look at this. So certainly we need to figure out what would be the thing. But this is one important area. The other is that Gurgaon area has become almost like a semi-capital of e-tailing and e-commerce. Flipkart or Myntra, of course they have Bangalore offices. But by and large, Gurgaon is the magnet in terms of the e-tailing. And I was trying to put together a paper for our foray as we go along. We conducted a kind of workshop in Mumbai just a few days ago. And one of the designers of this, initially first batch of them, who is working with Amazon, was telling that fashion is becoming something like a stock market. Because earlier, numerics were not so important for really fashion. But today, it is perishable in a manner like pizza being delivered in the morning, you order in the evening, you get the fashion. So our perception of fashion has changed. The intrinsic value is never there, but pecuniary value, which is higher, is now coming down, and where we are headed is to be very mysterious. So I think it would be a good idea to flag this also in a conference and look at these issues which are completely new issues which are coming out. The polyester and MMF revolution, how it is going to figure out the Indian textile industry and apparel industry. Two is how the e-commerce, e-tailing, etc. are really changing. The way that people need to be trained now, the kind of jobs these companies are expecting, and the kind of combination of right brain, left brain capacities which need to be now really thought into for all these issues will be very important. So I think it is a very timely suggestion. The dates, etc. are going to carefully, as rightly said, given the heat of summer, certainly we will have to look at more convenient weather conditions. So between October and March of any year will be fine. But we do have a design festival kind of thing coming up in February 21st. So we can try out a kind of, not a full day conference, but a half day kind of thing to begin with. And then grow it up to the next level where we see it completely involved from various parts of the world. So we will certainly be very keen to utilize Apple House Auditorium and the other facilities which we have access to work with Misty, and we are very pleased that we are part of the global network. We want to wish her new deliver as honorary secretary the very best. Maybe Nian's face I almost began to fade out. But her daughter's name Ocean is in my memory. So I think Nian is a fantastic resource for this movement, and we want to work with you, and we certainly look forward to having you more often. If you can bring Ocean also, it will be nice. So thank you very much for your presence here. We should not take away the value-adding time of Subhash by speaking more. We have all gathered here to listen to him.
Today, he has attracted, very interesting, he has attracted over 3 million pounds in grants for his sponsorships and industrially sponsored research projects. He has also completed assignments for ODA, UNDP, and was visiting professor at the Indian Institute of Technology at Delhi in 1984 and 2007. He was the chairman of the board and council of the Textile Institute from 10th May 2008 to 10th May 2010, and was awarded member of the Order of the British Empire, MVP, for services to the higher education and the textile industry in January 2008. I welcome Dr. Anand. We are very grateful.
Thank you.
Work for 3 months a year for Vivada Group, the most professional company in India, believe me. The number 4 house after Tata, Birla, Reliance. And anything that I develop for them are patented in India and are manufactured by Vivada Group. I work in the automotive division and also work in the sportswear and thermal wear division for Morale Overseas in Doha. So this afternoon I'm going to talk about this development of three-dimensional pressure relieving cushions for prevention of pressure sores. Can we have the next slide, please? Thank you. Pressure ulcers, I hope you can read it, it's very important. Pressure ulcers, also known as pressure sores, bed sores or decubitus ulcers, are a type of injury that breaks down the skin and underlying tissue. A grade 4, sorry, I don't want to come in the way. I'm in the way? Yeah, okay. A grade 4 pressure ulcer is the most severe type of ulcer in which the skin is really damaged and the surrounding tissue begins to die. It's called tissue necrosis. The underlying muscles and bones may also be damaged. Pressure ulcers can develop when a large amount of pressure is applied to an area of skin over a short period of time, or when less pressure is applied over a longer period of time. Pressure or decubitus ulcers are considered to be one of the major diseases and cost the National Health Service in the UK. This is the National Health Service is a service that controls the healthcare and medical devices all over England. National Health Service. It costs in the UK between 1.8 to 2.6 billion pounds every year. It's a colossal amount. And it's a major problem, particularly for people who are, they suffer terribly from bed sores or pressure ulcers or decubitus ulcers. Next slide, please. The presentation discusses the systematic research and development of pressure relieving cushions. Please remember, foam is one of the most inefficient materials known to man. After with time, foam reduces thickness, increases compactness.
It can never be recycled, and more likely it is absolutely horrible material. So see what happens. This is called unidirectional loading. Just watch.
There's no load. When you load on one direction, can you see that the loading is one direction, and that's what happens. What happens, the cushion that I have developed, just watch. When you sit on the cushion takes the shape of your bottom and support you from the bottom, not from the source. In time, or known as in medical terms, they're called decubitus ulcers. And whereas this is hydrostatic loading, just watch. It's very important this. So our cushion made from genuine textile structures called three-dimensional structures, spacer structures. I'll show you, this is very interesting, that we use only one fiber, which is recyclable polyester. You can put in a washing machine at 90 degrees, kill all the germs, all the microbes, all the bacteria. So it's healthy. It's recyclable, it's washable, it's non-flammable. Okay? This is, in fact, you will see lots and lots of mattresses now being made 100% spacer structures, no foam, no neoprene, no rubber, no latex. Foam is banned in NHS. In the United Kingdom, the National Health Service, foam is banned. Next to skin, you cannot use foam anymore. So please, if you're designing something with foam, be careful, because you have to wash it. Eventually you have to recycle it, and it has to be non-flammable. Yes or no? Good, thank you. So this is a spacer structure, but please remember, in my cushions I've used, the cover is a 3 millimeter spacer, inside 7 millimeter, 11 millimeter, or wheelchair I've got 21 millimeter. So the total, they are very stable. Just watch, please. They are very stable in the major direction, warp or weft coil. Please, can we have the coil there, please? It stretches. Why? It's called scissoring effect. Scissoring. The warp and weft, they scissor towards the direction of applied force. The problem is, it's all right that when you wear normal fabric, it doesn't matter. But when you have these medical devices, particularly Compression garments, please remember, one of the major areas in healthcare is compression for third-degree burns, for venous leg ulcers, for varicose vein, DVT, deep vein thrombosis. We use compression garments, and compression has to be completely isotropic. Very important for a healthcare garment, it must have its mechanical properties exactly the same all over. This is not. Just watch carefully, please. This is the cover. I have a product with me, so you will be able to see it. The cover of that product. Let me just bring it here. Sorry. This is my product. This is. You see, my problem is when you come by air, you can only carry so much luggage, and I carry my wife with me. There is more pressure, you're right. There's more pressure. But when you have a wife next to you, you have no other chance. So this is not a beach, this is the overlay cushion. The cover is a 3mm spacer, which is that testing. So I tested that very thoroughly. Just watch. You can put like this. Just watch. When you compress it, it goes like this, and then it spins back. Now this is not in there in a woven fabric or unless there is space as a 3D woven fabric can be made. So I'm talking about 3D structures, particularly woven fabric structures. Overlay cushion, you put on anything, it takes over. So it's an aerospring, it says aerospring here. You have to use, you can't use it the other way. It doesn't work the other way. You have to use one way. As long as you give me back. But please give us the feedback. Feedback from the top, not from the bottom. No, feedback from the top. मुझे बोलोगे नहीं आप So देखिए, so हमने क्या किया है? Whale wise means machine direction. That whale wise means machine direction. So the first spacer is 2.5mm. You saw the property, didn't you? Yes, that was this fabric. 6mm top, 11. You can go any distance if you want. You can go from 2mm to 16mm. Now we are making mattresses in the UK, just one layer of that. In fact, this project, I have a 3-year new project to take it to mattresses and insoles. Okay, so this went out for a meal. We spent 5,000 rupees with drinks. must have with drinks. She had the meal, I had the drink. So what I'm saying to you is 2,700 is nothing. And I'm telling you now, I'm living in England, I'm so surprised how much money there is in India. Indian Premier League cricket, Indian Premier League football, Indian Premier League hockey, yes? Indian Premier League kabaddi. Yes, and now they have Roger Federer, you have Djokovic, all the top, Serena Williams. You know, these tennis players will not leave home with less than £1 million. I know that. I live in England. And so, when we are talking about £27, sir, this is nothing. Am I right or wrong?
Usually doctor prescribes them to wear a soft form or something like that.
Just
Will it relieve it?
Yeah,
right. Will it relieve it? That can also.
Absolutely.
It will be magnetic electromagnetic vibrations.
Yeah.
So if you wear it on one foot, it will take double the time to charge.
Those who are having tan all the time, they will be working all the time.
Thank you.
With their shoes.
Thank you very much, Dr. Anand.
One thing I'd like to know.
Yeah.
Your cushion is costing 27 pounds.
Sorry?
Cushion.
Not 2700 rupees only.
27 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The full-time veterans,
Yeah.
who cost how much?
Well, we are working on it. We are working right now on mattress side.
No, that's true.
Yes, that's
Six
true.
by six
But
and
it
the
will,
light
it will
out.
still be much cheaper than some of these memory foam and all this.
Yeah, that's very expensive.
High density foam, they're very expensive. We think, but the thing is that look at the advantages. It's not the money. It's what is its all. You see, really, I think we are, they're selling so much. They can't, and they're going to have agents in India as well. The company is opening up in Bangalore, English company. They want to sell it. But mattress is the next part.
Even for spondylitis, cervical, you need these kind of.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Dr. Anand, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm sure that everybody's eyes must be open, and we saw Professor actually, interacting with all of us. Incredible work, and we hope that it goes a long way. And on behalf of IAM and all the participants, we would like to thank you. And we hope that there are more occasions where we can interact in different areas and we can take things further. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.